What is going on, everybody? It is Complexity, and I am back with some more bonus Pac, man. I have, ever since I found this dude's channel, I have been checking out all of his like podcasts and everything. It is absolutely hilarious. If you're an anime head like me, you watch anime, you enjoy anime and everything, like these guys are freaking hilarious. And they love anime and they talk about it and they put their own like kind of funny spin onto it when they retell things. But anyways, this is Future Trunks' life was a horror movie. And if you remember the history of Trunks, oh my God, that dude was getting bada boom, bada banged all over the place. Okay, his life was a literal horror movie. They poor dude, poor man, you know, dude grew up and everybody he ever knew just got splattered. Anyways, bonus Pac, link to the video in the description below. Let's get to it.
First in my mind, I was like, I remember shit being fucked up in the future. They still managed to build new
Hella
cities and
fucked
everything
up.
just for the androids to pop up and destroy them shits. I bet you the androids are sitting back is like, we gonna wait for them to finish this shit.
I want to see what they gonna create.
Soon as they cut the ribbon, we'll fucking this shit up. And then made it worse because 17 was like 10 points for every human I run over with this vehicle. It's running through a crowd of people.
He's like, oh my gosh, this has 4-wheel drive. This was doing a
Listen, trees may not be terrain, but people definitely are. Shout out to anybody who understands that joke. The other thing about it too is like, you also have to remember that the androids were in the future for years and years, which means that they didn't just come to destroy the earth. They literally were having fun because what was it? It was something, and I can't remember what 18's name, like human name was, but if I'm not mistaken, one of them was like Lapis or like Lazuli or something like that. But once they killed Dr. Gero, they stayed in like they stayed in on Earth, and they were just slowly going from town to town to town. And it's actually funny because when they get to the carnival and they cut the line, like one of the carnival attendees don't even know that they're the androids, and they're like, you can't cut in line, da, 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 da. But it's just interesting because like Cell's whole objective was to just take over the world and destroy it. And so was like Frieza took over the world, destroy it, blew up Namek and everything. But the androids themselves, they were like, nah, we're just gonna have fun. Y'all keep rebuilding, keep having kids, keep living your life, we're gonna have our fun, and then we're gonna blow shit up. So they were just slowly moving from one place to the next.
a Honda commercial. It won't stop, even if you hit a person. And the androids got to be pieces of shit. Like, while they going to kill people, they just like, hey, stop right here. Like, I'm gonna walk in at JCPenney, see what I like. And that dude was a great salesman. He was like, no. He said, that looks good on you. Oh, yeah, girl, you killing them out here. Oh, that shit working, especially with your body type, you good. You know what? It's on the house. She was like, for real? You too nice.
I'm gonna keep you alive.
And then 17 blows
17
this
was
place
just like,
up.
liquidation.
Bruh.
Blew the whole shop up.
She was like, I just told that he was supposed to survive. Oops.
As they're destroying the city, Bulma and Trunks are in the car.
Forget, he was like, hey, God, oh my God. And this is what makes me laugh and makes me kind of feel like DBZA, Dragon Ball Z Abridged, is almost canon at this point, because all I can think of is in DBZA when 17 is like, oh, I didn't have anything that would fit me, and she's like, it was a woman's department store, and he's like, I don't care, I'm secure in my sexuality.
I hear the news report, and Trunks gets emotional as
He said, I can't take it anymore. What the fuck is wrong with you? Put your seatbelt on. So you can't stop me anyway.
because he was talking back way too much to her for my liking. He takes off, goes to the city that the androids just destroyed. He's like, oh my gosh. For a 13-year-old to see a city full of dead bodies has to be traumatizing as like, I know he saw the tire marks all over them.
You know how you see like on these detective shows and they pick up a random leaf and they were just like,
CSI Miami.
Like, look closely in the tire marks. 4-wheel drive on a Honda. You turn, look at the camera. Honda.
You know, it begs the question. And for all of those of you who are watching, leave in the comments down below, who do you think had a worse childhood, Gohan or Trunks? Which one? Personally, for me, I think Gohan wins hands down, and it's because he literally, like, think about like the first season of Dragon Ball Z. He he watches his dad die. First of all, he gets kidnapped by his uncle, watches his dad and his uncle die, gets then essentially kidnapped by a green alien and beaten for months on end until more Saiyans show up. You know what I'm saying? Then he has to fight the Saiyans, watches his dad get his ass handed to him, nearly dies himself again, watches some random alien dude get murdered. Most of his friends end up dying, goes to a whole new planet where he believes that he's going to have a easy time bringing his dad back with the Dragon Balls, runs into the fear of the of the universe at that point, and then he almost dies again. He watches his best friend get stabbed and murdered. Trunks, you could turn around and say, like, yeah, he never really had any friends, never really had any family except for Bulma, and he has to watch a bunch of random people get murdered and all that. But at the same time, it's like he didn't know any of those people. He didn't have connections with any of those people. Gohan literally had to witness his friends die multiple times over and over again.
Gohan shows up, Trunks starts crying to him like, Gohan, how could they do this? Train me. You're in the middle of desolation. You're like, train me.
But that tells you that, he's used to that shit. So instead of just bitching, let me try to be the solution.
They go back to destroyed ass Castle Corporate headquarters. Trunks is just talking to him. He's like, I need to be strong to be able to defend people. And you could tell Piccolo's influence on Gohan. It's cold-blooded. And then he spoke. And I was like, oh yeah, Gohan does have a soft-ass voice. I was expecting him to have like a Piccolo-esque voice.
Do you want me to train you?
Then he spoke and it sounded like, do you think you're strong enough?
It's like, and you can tell.
True, you would think he'd be even more hearted. He'd be like, Trunks, we will defeat the androids and we will make them pay for everything. But then he speaks and he's just like, yeah, guys, that's pretty good. Trunks, I will defeat them. I'll help you. Dude, why does Gohan always get dogged out so badly? Same with Vegeta.
That, Gohan, even throughout this, he has a very optimistic perspective because even he was still kind-hearted. Even when they went to the training, it was sort of bad, but he literally reminisced because when he was fighting him, he fell into that water. He was like, should I pull him out the water, beat him up, and throw him back in there like Piccolo did me? No, this is good enough. He's about to die from drowning.
Trunks is like, save me, save me. Move your arms and legs in a circle.
That's how you tread water. In whirlpool.
So he's training them, and then
Gohan got that Piccolo PTSD.
Decide to be terrorists again. Gohan and Trunks show up, and Gohan starts fighting them. And somebody said this before, and after watching this movie, it solidified for me. If it was one-on-one, Gohan's winning.
Yes.
When he was fighting 17 alone, 17 got the upper hand on him at first, and then he started beating 17's ass, and that's when 18 came and ruined the whole shit.
Yeah, hey, it's two of them.
And that's actually what, the big reveal is, obviously, in the Android saga in Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Z Kai, is that the androids of that universe or that timeline were so much stronger than the ones of Gohan's timeline and Trunks' timeline, because Gohan was almost pretty evenly matched with both of them, and Gohan was only a Super Saiyan at this time, because he had never unlocked Super Saiyan 2 because he had never fought Cell. So at Super Saiyan 1, Gohan was able to put up a pretty good match with these guys. But in Dragon Ball Z Kai with the Android Saga and the Cell Saga, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, he had to reach a whole new level of Super Saiyan in order to even stand a chance against Cell. And Piccolo, Vegeta, all of them had to ascend to a higher level than they were in Trunks' timeline in order to defeat the androids in the first place. And the funny thing is, they never even defeated the androids. Cell defeated them.
Officer and Trunks showed up and tried to help. Trunks was doing decent, but he was getting whooped on. If he could have held out a little bit longer, Gohan would have beat 17.
Absolutely.
And then he starts seeing Trunks get abused.
He got mollywopped.
Hit him with a blast to the face.
I think he shot a beam to stop her, and then she still shot that bitch at him. He had to take it.
He goes to try to save Trunks, gets hit with a couple blasts.
Yes.
And this really shows how durable Gohan was. He was getting lit up with them ki blasts
and still was getting away.
Them shit had
literally
trackers on him.
Human, and he was dodging and like literally protecting him.
Gohan goes into hiding while holding Trunks, and the androids are like, "Huh, you got away again." Well, just in case, let's
Gotta air
just blow
this
up the whole
bitch
city.
out.
Might
Yo,
get
gotta
lucky.
air
They
it
blew that
out.
shit up and left. Gohan was up on the ground.
Yes, and this had one sensu bean left. He was about to take it. He was like, "What would my dad do? What your dad would have done? Broke it in half."
He gives the sense of being to Trunks and passes
I don't know about that. He might have given it to the androids.
out so hard his pupils disappear. The Trunks takes him back to his mom, and then they have the worst surgery in history. You hear him screaming from blocks away.
They don't have
Nobody heard
anesthetic
it
in
'cause
the
everybody
future,
gone.
man.
And then as he's resting, Bulma and Trunks are talking. It comes out of the coma, and it was like, he was supposed to be out for a week. He's been out for a couple hours.
Just
And
like how you said, that showed Gohan's durability and his
Oh, yeah.
willpower.
because
Well,
the first thing he said
he's been getting his ass kicked since he was a toddler. So the Gohan's durable as hell.
was, "Where are them darn androids?"
I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You said androids with a hard R, sir. Calm down.
As he's recovering, he's still training.
I think it's okay to be a little racist towards androids at that point. Or would it be racist or would it be robotist?
And Trunks,
He was just like, Trunks, you're getting close. You're getting close. Think about all the bad shit. Think about all the people that died. Think of all the deaths. Your mom used to get towed off by Yamcha. Wait, who is that? He said, I thought this was going to help with your anger. He said, no, it help my confusion.
like, I've heard of Piccolo. Who was Yamcha?
I couldn't even lie. That little design that they had for Trunks, half Super Saiyan, you know how they did it for Goku? I don't know why I like those better than Super Saiyan.
What,
Better.
just the hair standing up without the actual like color?
Yeah. Like when Trunks, I was just like, damn, bruh, that's hard.
And the androids decide to blow more shit up, and Gohan is like, "All right, I gotta go." He's like, "All right, I'm coming with you."
I'm going to say this in
Like,
the nicest
nah.
way I can. You're a
Nah.
liability. He was like, come on, man. We got a better chance.
Channeling his inner Vegeta, just bop. Good night.
I can at least hold one off long enough for you to beat one of them. And he was like, damn, you're right, Lil. You got a real choppable neck.
But yeah, he knocks Trunks out, goes to the city. I forget what the androids were doing.
They were just like, hey, yo, let's go somewhere else. This shit is boring. He said, it's boring to you. It's cool as a bitch. I can just blow shit up. Gohan kicked the fuck out of him.
He literally hit him so hard. He said, they charge in, and Gohan.
And that was actually the number one thing that they had against the androids and against Cell, against Frieza, and against Boo was the fact that they couldn't sense energy. Now, when it came to Frieza and Boo, though, like when it came to Cell, Frieza, and Boo, even though they couldn't sense energy, they had such an adaptive fighting style, and they were so what's the word, they were so in tune that even though they couldn't sense energy, they could at least sense like a presence. They could sense almost like in Hunter x Hunter, where they were able to sense a person's bloodlust. So they were able to, they were just very finely tuned in their fighting style. So it gave them slightly a little bit of an up, like when they caused, like when Goku or when Frieza caused like a massive explosion on Namek, and there was smoke surrounding all of them, and he was just shooting the blasts everywhere because he couldn't sense Goku's ki. Never really made a huge thing out of it. Like never really utilized that. Only like once or twice did he ever really utilize that upper hand that he had.
Smart shoots a key blast at the ground to create a smoke screen and then fly out of it at the top. They just happened to see him do that. You can tell his battle savviness. He shoots key blast down to distract 17 and one-on-one's 18 and ruins her shit.
That one jump when he grabbed 18's leg, he
And just
slammed her so hard on a 20-story building that the lobby window shattered.
For me, it's like I say he had a Zenkai boost because even when it was 2-on-1 with one arm, he was still managing.
Yeah, he was.
Just fine.
Yeah.
It's just they caught him lacking one instant.
How they really got Gohan, I remember at one point when he was like trying to fly away from them, they shot a beam ahead and used his own smoke screen against him.
As a distraction.
And he went into that shit and they just...
Then hovered over top of him and shot 3,000 key blasts
said
at him.
Gohan got caught up in that joint. He was like,
Yeah, One of the few times where a key blast rain actually did something.
That scream could be heard so far away it woke Trunks up.
You know what's so bad? What if Gohan didn't die from the beating? He died from drowning. He was face down in a puddle. Man,
he was knocked out.
Fucked up way to go.
It
For
really
you being
is.
a proud warrior to die by precipitation.
Yeah.
I'll give Trunks up
True.
there. His first time going Super Saiyan was alright.
Absolutely. Transformed so hard, shattered the ground like some
He
more
punched
shit.
the ground. He double axe handled, well, double fisted that shit.
So 3 years ago,
And see, that's the thing. Again, the reason why, because as they say, right, the legend of the Saiyan is that they're only able to ascend after being able to channel a great level of passion. The thing is that the reason Gohan was able to do it at such a young age is because he had seen so many of his comrades die. Trunks had never had somebody like special to him, nobody that he cared about actually died. Like, it's one thing to, like I said previously, it's one thing to care about like random everyday civilians, but you don't have an attachment to them the way you would have an attachment to somebody who's your friend, like Gohan, who is Trunks' mentor. So when he sees Trunks dead, or when he sees Gohan dead, Trunks is finally able to unlock that like potential within him, which is why I say Gohan most definitely had a worse childhood than Trunks.
go by and then you see Trunks talking to Bulma.
She's sitting over there working on the time machine, and Trunks is just like, you really gonna use that? We're gonna go back and see some dead people to save us. She was just like, you wanna go out there and fight the androids and die? I'll go and give Goku the antidote. You're gonna be a bitch about it. That radio
True.
came on. The androids are over there in West Broad City. She was like, you're not gonna go, are you? I was like, nah, keep that tough shit going, Bulma. And she said, please don't go. He said, but Mom, I have to.
This was a watching
Keep
from
that energy.
start to finish. 18 decks his ass.
Nice shot.
He tries to dash in, throw a underhand punch. She blocks that shit, decks his ass again. He tries to pull out the sword thinking he cool. She stands.
Which is crazy too, because the only way he has that sword is from Pycon from Wrath of the Dragon, which is why the movies are so like none of the movies are canon. Because if they were canon, then they have like a massive flow, like a massive. It just doesn't work. How does he have a sword that was given to him by Pycon from Wrath of the Dragon, but yet if he was in Wrath of the Dragon, he would have known Goku and Gohan and all of them.
Stands on top of it.
But I like how when he did pull out the sword, it did the noise. I'm like, oh, they did it. When they knocked him through the f***ing building and he did an upside down burning attack, that shit was
Gangsta.
hard.
It really was.
Yeah, that was
But he didn't
great.
do
That was
nothing
fantastic.
at all.
So he shot all his energy.
And ran out of ki. After he does that, he lands on the ground. He doesn't see them around anywhere, and all you hear is them taunting him in the distance.
Yeah, no stamina.
17 backhands him through a building. 18 kicks him up through the building. They beat his ass so bad it became a horror film. They are just f***ing with him.
They're walking him
At
down.
one point, he thinks he's good hiding. 17 comes up next to him. I think they're over there.
Took the off. That's wild. You scared enough to use your feet. He was just like, whew, I think I'm good. She's like, I see you. Got a broken glass, and then just sees him over there. How much I'd have threw up in fear.
All right, let's stop playing with this. Beats his ass some more, throws him out of the building, and lands in a nice ass field of flowers like sunset.
I was like, oh my gosh, he's about to be pushing daisies.
All right, let's finish him off. 17 throws a shot at him. He drops and then keeps getting the fuck up.
When he got out that
Like an
water, I was
idiot.
like, you
Yep.
dumb bitch. Then when they shot a
Stay
fucking
down.
beam at you and you tried to stop it.
But see, this is the difference between the battle savviness between like any of the other Z fighters and Trunks. Trunks has never been in a fight, like never been had to learn this stuff. If it was anybody else, I mean, he's got, his father's DNA, so it makes sense why he would continue to do dumb things. But if it was like Gohan, Goku, Krillin, any of them, they would have taken the out. They would have been like, well, shit, I just got my ass handed to me. Let me just chill. Let me just float in this water for a minute until they're gone. So that way I can, survive to fight another day. Trunks, on the other hand, is just like, no, I gotta fight him. I gotta fight him.
But then you went unconscious.
You can hear them say, oh yeah, he's dead. This starts grunting.
Oh, bitches.
They let him have it.
You stupid
They were playing
Started
Pong with
stomping and
him.
shit. 18 was just like, oh, not a natural blonde. I was like, oh, hell no. And then 17 was like, all right, let me end this.
And then 18
was like,
jumps
nah.
in.
I'ma end this.
Shot him with a beam, and he screamed out as loud as Gohan.
Yep, you can hear it from the neighboring city.
And you don't even realize how your mom went through. Like, she had to go and find your lifeless body. When he came back to life, he had an IV drip of sensu bean juice. How that time machine going? Like, you switched up quick.
He's like, nah, you right, let's go.
Well, they knocked some sense into you.
It really did.
Yup. Oh my gosh. Such
First in my mind, I was like, I
absolutely
remember
hilarious. Absolutely freaking hilarious. I remember the movie Future Trunks and everything like that. And that's kind of why I say like all these other movies, they're like incredibly non-canon because things happen in the movies that just don't keep moving forward in the regular Dragon Ball Z timeline, right? Because like when Goku is dead and he fights Janemba and becomes Gogeta, like Gogeta's like never used again throughout all of Dragon Ball Z. Like we can even take Super for instance, right? In Super, it goes to Vegito, Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. Gogeta is like never freaking used again, man. Ugh, it's unfortunate. The movies are good. Some of them are good, but they're never used again. And then GT is completely uncanon because Super Saiyan 4 is never used again whatsoever. Ugh. Let's just be realistic. Out of all of GT, the only good one, the only good part of GT is the Nega Dragon Balls, the Black Dragon Ball series or saga. Anyways, guys, that was more Pac. Link to the video in the description below. Let me know, who do you think had it worse, Trunks or Gohan? Who had a worse childhood? Is it worse? Like, it's kind of the old saying, right? Is it better to have never loved than to have loved and lost? Or is it better to have never lost and never loved? Like, which one is it? Anyways, guys, I've been Complexity. Thank you for taking the time to watch this with me. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day.